He is the most famous artist who ever lived, and he was, by most professional measures, a spectacular failure. Leonardo da Vinci left behind dozens of unfinished commissions. He missed deadlines by years, sometimes decades. His patrons wrote him increasingly desperate letters. One of them sued him. He once wrote that he felt he had failed God for not completing what he had promised. So here is the question. What if Leonardo's genius and Leonardo's dysfunction were not opposites? What if they were the same thing, running on the same engine? When Leonardo was hired in 1481 to paint the Adoration of the Magi, he threw himself into it. Sketches, composition, structure. He worked obsessively. And then he walked away. He left it unfinished for the rest of his life. This wasn't a one-time failure. The Virgin of the Rocks took decades across multiple versions. The Mona Lisa, the most famous painting in the world, he carried with him, still working on it until the day he died. Giorgio Vasari described him in one word: unstable. He wrote that Leonardo would start many things and never finish them, that he became bored the moment the technical problem was solved, that he would abandon a nearly completed painting the moment something else caught his attention: a bird's wing, a current of water, the mathematics of shadow. He left behind thousands of pages of notes on geology, anatomy, hydraulics, engineering, flight, ideas layered on top of ideas, almost none of it finished, almost none of it published. He seemed incapable of finishing what he started, and incapable of stopping himself from starting something new. In 2019, researchers asked a simple question: what if Leonardo da Vinci had ADHD? Now, you can't diagnose someone who lived 500 years ago. There's no certainty here, but there is a pattern. Because ADHD is not a lack of attention, it's a difficulty regulating attention, the pull toward novelty, toward unsolved problems, toward the edge of what's known. Leonardo didn't fail randomly. He left things at the same point, right after the interesting part was solved. He worked in bursts, obsessive focus followed by nothing. His curiosity didn't stay in one field. It moved across everything. His thinking didn't stay in categories. It connected everything. And his inner world, by his own writing, was intense, self-critical, and unresolved. For centuries, we have treated this as a flaw, a gap between genius and execution. But what if it isn't a gap? What if it's the same system producing both? His anatomy studies only happened because he got distracted from painting. His inventions only happened because he got distracted from anatomy. His ideas exist because he could not stay in one lane. He didn't complete the Adoration of the Magi, but he changed how we understand the human body. He didn't finish the Battle of Anghiari, but he transformed painting itself. By the standards of his patrons, he was a disaster. By the standards of history, he is a genius. We cannot diagnose Leonardo da Vinci, but we can recognize the pattern. And maybe the real question isn't what was wrong with him. Maybe it's what we still don't understand about minds like his.